Good morning, everyone. Oh, I had my earbuds in. Actually, I was playing. Let's see. I'll show you what I was playing. It's a very old game, and it's called Zoom Ichachaka Zuma. Ugh. This is what I was playing, y'all. I play this a lot, and it sort of it sort of eases my mind. And I be sitting up here going, I can dance better than that. Trust me, y'all. I ain't that old, but I can dance better than that. I'm just sitting here in my chair, and I thought I would come up here and talk to the YouTube and the YouTube community just for a split second, y'all. Not going to take up too much of your time, but I remember on my other video, where's my scarf? Ah! On my other video, I was asking you about, oh Lord, I got everything going on over here. Why do I do this? I don't know. I think it's because I wasn't intending to do, my game is still going, and I'm getting ready to get out on that. But that's okay, that'll work. I can always start that over. Let me just see if I can turn that off. But just, I think yesterday or the day before when I made my last video, I was asking you about what the different. I don't have to have a scarf. I just let my head show. Why not? This is the real me right here, y'all. And I was asking you about the different waters. And I couldn't remember the kind of water that they suggest that you drink. There's a glare back here. Oh, boy, I need a setup for my videos. But the suggestion was that, if you have a problem with your kidney, and that you should drink distilled water. That's the thing I couldn't think of. Now, I know there's spring water, purified water, distilled water, sparkling water. I don't know what sparkling water is exactly. I think that's the one that has the seltzer or something in it, but it's still water. I don't think there's any vitamins or anything like that in it. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, y'all. And so I've got all this purified water, which is, I'm not quite understanding. I don't know if that's tap water that they ran through some kind of purification situation or not. But I remember when I was in New Jersey, they actually had in a supermarket that, you get the jug and you could fill it up. Now, this has been many, many years ago. This is before, all these tri-state areas, got into the water thing, like we are now. We are really into water. And like I say, New York, Connecticut, and Jersey, them 3 states right there, those are the tri-states. And they copy from each other. Whatever one state does, watch out, it's coming to you. Believe me, if you're in Jersey, you're in New York, y'all are going to copy from each other. Because now we've got almost a whole aisle full of water, just water. In every single grocery store just about that you go to, you've got all these different kinds of water. When originally all we did was just take our water straight from the tap. We used to take it straight up. You already know. We ain't had no bottled water. And then you take the water bottles back. I've got a bag full of bottles right now got to put on the street, but it's kind of late right now, to put them out. I like to put them out sort of like early in the morning to make sure they get picked up. But it seems like to me it's a water craze of some sort going on, y'all, because everybody gotta have a water. Some people got water delivered to their house. Now my daughter has a water, I don't know what you call it, how you get that great big 5-gallon. It's seen in most offices. You know, because we used to have, you know, in that office where I used to work, a great big old thing of water. I think it's like 5 gallons. You put it up on top of this water. I don't know what they call. What do you call that machine? Anyway, you get the hot water and as well as the cold water both in there. You know, in that same machine, you could get a hot or cold water out of there if you wanted to. And she's got one of those in her house, and I wanted one in mine, but I'm on the water craze too, y'all. I don't really have any place to set it up. Now, I was thinking about putting it right there. I don't know. Let me see. Let me get up. Let me get up. See this little space right here? I would assume that it would come out to about here. But then right here, I got my bench. This is the bench that goes to my table set that I don't have enough room, you know, to set up. So I really don't have any place to put the water. And then I was thinking on the other hand, if I was to move, let me see if I can crack the door so I can make sure you see. If I was to move this bar cart, find a space for it, I could put my water right there. Oh, and I think that's about the only place I could put it, y'all. My bedroom is wall to wall. In here is wall to wall. The kitchen, forget about it. I got nowhere to put nothing. But all this water craze. And getting back to this distilled water. I think this distilled water costs a lot more. Now, this is a store brand water, which I drink 95% of the time. This is a Stop and Shop Arcadia water. Now, what kind of water do you drink? I don't know what water they have in your area where you live, or if there's a Stop and Shop. I think Stop and Shop is, I don't know. I know it's statewide in Connecticut, but I don't know if it's, I don't know. I really don't. But, this is what I normally drink. And then, like I said, I got I think this is 35. I'm not sure how many is in here. Let's see. When me and my granddaughter went. That's 24. I think that's 24 right there. Right here. I think this is 24. And then in my bedroom. Don't look at my bedroom, y'all. That ain't too bad, though. See? Not too bad. And I've got, this is the rest of the Arcadia. That's part of a 35 pack. And this down here is a 40 pack of water. So I'm stockpiling. And look at my little food now. If something breaks off right now, I don't have that much food. But I do have some fruit and some soup. Which that soup is, you know, like salty. I would have to mix it with some vegetables or something so that it won't be, that's my sunglasses up there, so that it won't be too salty. But I got enough water to last me for a while. But the thing is, what is this thing about distilled water? What in the heck is distilled? Where do they get it from? Do they get it from somewhere? Or is it somewhere they brew this water? I mean, I'm confused. I really am confused about the water. But nevertheless, I plan to drink the water that I already spent my money on. And you know the thing I used to say, I don't buy water. Water is free. That's what I used to say. But I find that if I do buy water and, you know, I got it all bottled up for me, then I drink more water, which is good for you. Water is good for your joints. You know, sometimes you wake up early in the morning or something like that, you feel like your joints ain't working right. Get you some water and drink you some water so don't you feel better. I'm no doctor, y'all. Don't take my word for it, but it works for me sometimes. Because sometimes I wake up in the morning. Matter of fact, I think a lot of mine is arthritis. I'm not sure. I'm going to have a little water right now, which I want me a cup of coffee because I didn't have any coffee today. I don't know, on the spur of the moment, I just remembered, on my other video, I think I was watching it on, because I got another Fire Stick, and the Fire Stick is not set up the way I want it to set. Well, it's set up correctly, but, all my YouTube situation is not like it was. I used to just click on there, and I had a certain people that I watched. They would be there on a daily. I just click onto YouTube, but then when I try to sign into YouTube, they're not letting me sign in, telling me to go to Google, do this, do that, and do the third. I got so frustrated. I said, hey, forget about it. I'm going to bed. And so that's what I did. And it's still over there now. Matter of fact, I'm watching, what's the name of this stuff? Everybody Hates Chris. That is on YouTube. I love the show. I mean, I like the show. It's an old show. You remember Everybody Hates Chris way back in the day. I think it's a very funny, a very funny show and everything. But I want my YouTube set up like it was set up before. So I don't understand how to do it. So if anybody out there who want to throw me a bone, tell me how, to set this thing up, and what to do about this. They're telling me I got the wrong, what do you call it, password, my email, and all this blah, blah. But, I had the Fire Stick for so many years, and I think I used an entirely different email at the time. But I thought it wouldn't matter if I changed my email as long as I got the confirmation and all that from Google and set it up, stuck it up there, everything would be fine. Oh, no. And then it had something about a QR code. I said, wait a minute. As many Fire Sticks as I've had, since back, how many years back is it going, y'all? 10, 12 years ago, maybe? I don't know. I don't remember now, but I know it's in the, double figure. It's, because I remember I had it, like my mother has been going on like 10 years, and I've had that Fire Stick right along up in there somewhere, maybe before or something like that. And I don't remember them. They didn't have no QR code. I know that's for sure. And then they told me I could sign in to my YouTube account using my Google email. I don't know. I'm confused, y'all. That's all I know. I'm getting back to my water. This is some good water right here. To be so cheap. I wish I could give y'all some of this water. And it's good while it's hot, good while it's cold. I went to the pharmacy today and I picked up my... Let me show you what I picked up. Which I already had. I got a couple of these, but one of them is too small. This is a blood pressure. I haven't even put the thing together. I ain't put the batteries in it or nothing. It's a blood pressure monitor. I don't know if you ever seen one of those do-it-yourself blood pressures. But anyway, this is the part. You put the batteries in here, and then you got the... I'm not going to hook it up because... shit. And this is the cup, the part that wraps around your arm. I hope it's big enough because I told her, man, I think it was a size large. I think it works. And there's this here, you stick that into the first part that I just plug this into here. And you turn it on and it blows up, like you were at a doctor's office or something. See, it goes in here like this, flaps over, feels like, oh my goodness, that might be too big. No, I guess. And then, it automatic. It automatically takes your blood pressure. And so you'll see where you at and all this kind of stuff before your blood pressure goes. But anyway, like I said, I haven't hooked. I feel like doing that right now. But I did at least take it out of the box because I was going to take the box and these boxes over here, my Amazon boxes, got to go out to the garbage over there. I think that's the box that my sheet came in. My sheets came in a box. And the bug spray, the flying insect spray that I was telling you about that I was going to send back, And this man on the, when I called Amazon, he was very rude to me. I thought he was very rude. And so I said, well, hey, it costs $2.97. Just add it to just stash your arsenal of blast spray and something like this here and just forget about it. And so that's what I decided to do. And so I got those boxes to take out. And so I had taken the blood pressure monitor out of that box so that I could take all these friggin' boxes out of here at the same time. And that's one thing about ordering. You are stuck with all these boxes, which I usually take them and sort of, take them and fold them up. And it's too bad, you can't use those boxes again. I think some places you do, but I'm not sure if it's around here or not. I just take them and throw them in the dumpster. And and sometimes I take my bottles, like oh shoot, I'm messing up this freaking blood pressure monitor already. When I set my bottles on the street sometimes, I'll take it, and put them in those boxes. But the last time I had 2 boxes of bottles that I had been hoarding in my house. And I set those 2 boxes out. And guess what the guy did? He came around, emptied the boxes out. I wanted them to take the boxes and everything like they normally do. But they didn't. They emptied the bottles out and, took the bottles out of the boxes and then put the boxes back. I guess they figured, oh, she might need these boxes. They don't usually do that. So that's what they did the last time. I already took those boxes to the dumpster. Now I got more boxes to take to the dumpster. So how was your day? Mine has been going well, to tell you the truth. Except for the extreme heat. Like yesterday, I went downtown yesterday, and then today I went to the pharmacy to pick up my stuff, and it's still hot. It's still hot out there, y'all. I think we're going to get some relief after probably tomorrow or something. And we got, may get a thunderstorm or 2 or something like that. But other than that, I ain't got no complaints. House is halfway decent. I got a mop. Do the kitchen, my little areas. What's it at? Today's Thursday. Well, I can either do it today or tomorrow. Normally I try to do that on Fridays. So, if I'm in a good mood, like I got some energy like I got now, hey, let's percolate it. Get a percolated. And when you get energized like that, that's when you go to work. Go to work. You go out there, you're ready to go get them now, And so if you want to clean up, if you got enough energy, do that, whatever, that dusting that you've been planning to do for so long, that's when you do it. Or do a crazy task like clean your oven. That's when you do it. When you get energized, you feel good, you're in a good mood, you could hug the world. You want to bring everybody in. As a matter of fact, I was yes, y'all say I got something to tell you. It don't even really matter, but to me, it matters. It matters to me. And so I was on my scooter, on my way, going to the pharmacy. My pharmacy is a little block down the street. They moved just a little ways. And as a matter of fact, they're getting ready to do some construction over there, tear the old building down. But anyhow, as I came by there, there's a doctor's office down the street. And there was a lady standing outside. And she asked me if, did I know where a store was around there. We used to have like corner store on almost every corner. Corner store, you want a pack of cigarettes, you want some gum, whatever you want, potato chips, soda, water, whatever you want. Just a little, what you call it? We used to call it a candy store or either a corner store. Going to the corner store, even though the corner store wasn't always on a corner. Neighborhood rip you off store, in other words. Charge you a whole lot of money because you're right there in the neighborhood. And so, she asked me where was a store around here because she had gone to the doctor's office. And I said, I'll tell you the truth, I really don't. I said, it's because there used to be, stores right there. I said, but they're getting ready to tear that old area down. I said, she must not be from here or in this area. But she's coming to the doctor's office over here. And she said she had wanted some cigarettes. And I said to myself, I remember that feeling. I almost started to ask her, did she want me to go down? There's another store farther down, which is not that far from my doctor's office. And I started to ask her, did she want me to go to get her a pack of cigarettes? But my mind was traveling. Is it really going to help her if I went and got her a pack of cigarettes? Would it help her? Would I be doing a good deed or a bad deed? You see, because I smoked for many, many years. And I think that's part of the reason, something wrong with my throat. Always when I'm always telling you I got a frog in my throat. Even though I've quit smoking for about 5, going on 6 years now. Would I have been the bad guy or would I have been the good guy? I almost backed my scooter up because I knew how it was, how it used to be when you want a cigarette. Apparently she didn't have any cigarettes, or either she had left, I talked to her for a minute, and or either she left her cigarettes at home. I don't know what the situation it was. I kept going. I did not help her out with her cigarettes. But I'm figuring like this here, if you want a cigarette bad enough. And she was walking with a cane, like she had a problem with her little mobility and stuff. And I'm on my scooter. Wouldn't have taken me 2 minutes to do that. It really wouldn't have. I waited that long in the pharmacy waiting for them to find my prescription stuff because I had a medication I had to pick up too. I think my blood pressure pill or something like that. I don't even know what it is, y'all. I'm telling you, that pharmacy's starting to get on my nerves. But anyway, I figured it like this here. If you want a cigarette bad enough, go find your own poison. Don't ask me to help you poison yourself. And I said, besides, there's some people around you are walking out here. Somebody got to have a cigarette. Boom. Boom, you a cigarette. Or even offer to pay. You know what people used to do for me? Oh, Lord, I got to get up here. They used, when I smoked, never, ever light a cigarette up where there's people around you. Because they're going to either ask you for a cigarette or they're going to want to buy one from you. Yes, and when I was smoking, I took the money because people got the audacity to ask you for a cigarette as high as cigarettes. You know how much they cost. The price is real, y'all. It's real. I'm keeping it 100. I'm going to, hey, I had to pay. You got to pay. Or you go, oh, I'm sorry, I can't. I remember one day when I was going to school, I was going to college. I was taking a course in college for the, what do you call it? Microsoft Word Suite, whatever it was. I don't know, whatever it was. And I was standing out there smoking a cigarette. And the lady drives up to me. Excuse me, miss, can you sell me a cigarette, 2 cigarettes for $1? What do I look like, a lollipop? She must have think I'm a lollipop. I must be a sucker. And I was. I took $1 and gave her 2 cigarettes. And on that note, I shall talk to you again soon. And remember, Well, you must remember, the next time you come, bring some love with you. 'Cause there ain't nothing but love here. See you again soon.